Mental health in the Black community has been a problem for decades. A lot of that plays into the stigma about mental health and the reason why people are not going to get the help that's necessary. Barbershops are a safe place for young men of color. Barbers are our only people in our lives that we're allowed to get close proximity with us with a razor. We realize that barbers become our friends, and that's really important because I can use that same space to work with barbers to talk about our mental health. My name is Lorenzo Lewis, and I am the founder and CEO of the Confess Project. The Confess Project is a national grassroots movement that is geared around building a dialogue of mental health for young men of color. I had a lot of problems as a young person. My mother was incarcerated when I was born into this world, and losing my dad at the age of 10, I didn't know how to deal with it. I would go to this beauty salon every day after school, and there was a barber there, and I never forget, a lot of the nurturing care that I got from him really empowered me to want to do better, really wanted to empower me to do good in school. I realized that I'm not the only one struggling. Suicide is the third leading cause of death for young men of color between the ages of 18 and 24. And a lot of this plays into communities where there are a lot of violence and toxic masculinity. So the barbershop was a perfect place to start the Confess Project. I walk into a barbershop and ask them if I can have a moment of their time. And then that moment turns into an educational session.
Thank you all for being here today. I think the most important part of why I really came here today is to really show that I can exhibit to you all how we can break through our pain and how that part of that being our purpose.
Our goal is to not train barbers to be mental health experts, but to train them to be mental health advocates. We're training them with the skills of active listening, communication, validation, to not be judgmental, to be sensitive with language so that their clients can be able to open up and possibly go and get some help and treatment that may be necessary.
I've always been feeling in a depressed state, and I never knew why. I still don't know why.
To be completely honest, it was the first time I've ever heard a Black man talk about his struggles with mental health or his emotions with feeling like he's low, feeling like he's in that hole that he can't get out of. And that's a feeling that I felt before growing up. It's a feeling that I felt often, and it's a feeling that I was feeling in that time that I came to hear it.
I thought it was very powerful, seeing Black men coming together, hugging and sharing that valuable moment together. And you could see it in their eyes and in their emotion.
Since starting the Confess Project, we have now expanded to 9 U.S. cities across the Southern and Midwest region. It's really important to keep that momentum going. We realize that we still have a lot of work to do, and it's one of those things where we have to create leaders and build a generation of leaders so that they can be sustained and also go out and help many more community members that we may not reach. What I specifically love about my job is that I get to work with that side of me that I wasn't able to get that same help with, and help young men of color to really thrive and to really become the best version of who they are.